There we go. Hello. Welcome to the Wednesday office hour art team office hour streams. I'm Aegis Wolf, part of the Resonite art team. I'm here in the cloud home at the moment, here to answer some questions. People start rolling in after a while, but yeah, figured I'd work on some things during this stream as well. I do have chat with me right here. Hopefully audio and all that is going through clear. Hello. Welcome to the stream, Fenrir. There we go. For those just tuning in, this is a stream about, well, people can ask questions within chat, and I can answer them pretty much like an AMA, revolving around creating content within Resonite as a platform. And if any questions about Resonite or the team itself, those are welcome as well. But other than that, just don't mind me just setting up things here and there. Been working on, well, 3 different worlds at once. That's what the art team has been working on. This world, a avatar-centered world as well, and the tutorial world whenever a user loads up for the first time, as well as a couple of edits here and there for the local world, which is like just a blank world that you're in all the time pretty much, as like a fallback world. Let's see here. I am specifically working on material right here. So if I take this banner and say a speed on there, that seems to be too fast for what I want it to do. Now if I go outside and look at these floating rocks, these crystals are now changing color. Although they still are a little too fast. That should be subtle enough. That's the latest thing I've been working on, is updating these floating rocks around the place. Which will also be copied over to the other two worlds. Okay, it is looping back. Good. Let's see here. Let's also make the emission color, or its glow color, also change color over time. So what we're gonna do is plug this into there, and both of these little progress bars into here. That way this scanner will drive these two sliders here. Let's adjust a lot of these colors here. Whenever you make something glowing, you decrease its saturation. That way when you have like a bright light, if it's like a tinted light, if the brighter the light, the more washed out the colors become. Unless if it's like a filter of some kind. Now, let's see here. How much of a glow? Okay, there is actually overdrive of the color as well. It's like 1.2 will be good. Almost done. 2 more to go. And there we go. Now we plug that into the glow. Alrighty. Now the glow color of the crystals will also change color. It's very subtle, but it's more visible at night. Let me just quickly make nighttime. Yeah, I see it change color. It's like a faint yellow right now. It's gonna switch to more of a green, then a blue, purple, and then red. We'll start over there. Yep, it's working alright. Just move the sun here. For those just tuning in, welcome to the Art Team Office Hours. I'm Aegis Wolf, and here to answer questions about content creation within or using Resonite as a way to create things, as well as I can answer questions about the general team or platform, also editing and tinkering around with the worlds that we're working on. You do a progress save right now. There we go. Ah, also welcome to the stream, Grand, and also Decoy, and everyone else in the Decoy session. Yeah, I am currently in the cloud home right now. At least a version of it that a lot of the aspects have been replaced. And a lot of notes scattered around the place of things that needs to be done. Uh, oh, yeah, I do remember what I was going to do real quick. I gotta save the floating rocks themselves so I can take them to the other worlds. Probably pop into there real quick here and there too during this stream. For those just tuning in, I've been replacing those floating rocks that are around the buildings in like the Cloud Home tutorial and all that. They have like a nice color hue. It changes over time. Ravy recommended that, so figured I'd implement it too. Well, since I saved, a certain bird wants to join in the session. I do not mind that. Ah. Also, I will quickly. And a Nexilin wants to be invited as well. Hello. Let me also showcase what I just added to the essentials real quick. Trying to remember how I. Oh, yeah. Show private UI. There we go. Now you can see my view. Now, if I go to, say, my personal inventory, then I go to Resonite Essentials, Assets, Resonite Assets, 3D Models. Yes, I know that's a lot of subfolders, but it's how we organize stuff. And we got rock and crystals. That's where I put each one of these rocks in here. And the little crystals. Well, they might not have like that color changing thing, as that's like a animated material. But you can, if you want that animated material, you could just pretty much borrow the one from this one that it's using and use it for your own worlds too, once it's out. But in the meantime, I place these in there so that folks can use them in their own worlds. I'll add more notes about like the specific stuff that we're doing in the devlog later. We got 2 winged fellows loading in. Or not? Here goes Nex. Okay. You may need to rejoin Nex. Your invite is still valid. Make sure I don't have AFK kick. No, I don't have AFK kick on here. Defaults will probably be changed when it's finally out. There's a few more things that still needs to be done in this world. The teleporter in and of itself will be brought into here from the tutorial world, but it'll be brought here once it's been updated in the other world. If I have time, I'll make a new music disc, as well as we'll be creating some GitHub issues of several bugs we encountered while working on this world, and of course update the reflection probes and all that once we're all done. A decoy has spawned.
This place looks so fancy. What?
Hello.
Hello. Came here to peek the area.
Welcome to the cloud home of Theseus, pretty much.
Cloud Home was so good. Apparently, Cloud Home 2.
Yes.
I am here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We saw that you were streaming.
Yes.
Wanted to say hi.
Hello.
I'm in your home. Hello.
You are in the walls. You are on the floor
Sometimes. OSHA doesn't let me do that anymore. I can't be in anyone's walls, apparently. They don't
Oh.
like it.
So,
Yeah.
did you show the new thing yet?
New thing?
Yeah, the one that got added to the essentials.
You mean the new, like, assets that I've just added?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did. And it's mainly
cool.
those rocks that I just added in there, in the crystal. I also saved it into one of our folders so that I can just pick it up and plop it into the other two worlds that we're working on. I'll be opening those two worlds soon as well. There isn't too much to do in this world except for skybox stuff, which I'm kind of saving for last because that's something that we can just drag and drop from one world to another. But slowly just removing stuff from the main skybox and just putting it in a separate folder so that the only thing left is just like the clouds and the colors of the sky is like the skybox stuff. I realize I should probably make sure that the birds don't phase through those rocks as well.
Yeah, we can't have any birds phasing.
I know I gotta fix some of them.
Nope. Cage the birds, all of them.
No. They deserve to be free. They can go to
Yeah,
parks
they
if
do.
they want. Add a little tree, you know?
But yes, here to keep you some company, Aegis.
Yeah.
Sounds like that'd be fun.
When I open the other two worlds, I can also invite you to.
Yeah. I always watch the art streams, but I just figured, well, I'm in Resonite. Why don't I just join the art stream?
Yeah. If anybody has any questions, definitely feel free to shoot them in the Discord, or not Discord, but the Twitch chat. And if you put a question mark at the end, it will actually mark as a question in this Twitch chat.
You can still also put questions in the Discord too, though.
Yes.
So I'm completely fine with that one as well.
Definitely good to ask around in there. There's a lot of folks that are helpful in this community.
Yep, I'm gonna say hi to Grand. Hi, Grand. Hello. Hey, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
So which worlds are you going to be showing?
Basically, all three of the ones that we're working on. First was this one. And of course, Gran Yuki will ask, Knop it. I will mark it as checked.
We've already confirmed this.
Yep.
Just want to make sure if there's anything else that I could quickly do non-skybox related. Get up issues I'll be filling out later.
Brandis,
That's
thank you
later.
for saying it correctly.
And that video will be later. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is things can be done in the background while other things are being done. So I'm gonna spin up. Where would you like to go next? The tutorial world or the Avatar Gazebo? I'm fine with either or.
I'd probably say save the best for last. Why not?
Okay. Yeah.
I'd say the Avatar one probably. The Avatar
put the
Gazebo would be
pressure on Aegis,
last.
you decide.
Although I do.
This is your stream, Aegis.
That is true. I was gonna say I'm pretty excited for the new tutorial world and what's in there, but if it's the best, then save it for last. It's up to you.
Yeah. In regards of like the tutorial world, a lot of it is still also kind of like this, where it's a ship of Theseus. It's being replaced of like every single asset of it and adding new things that people have made requests for. And then Ryuvi's been working on a new modular set. Actually,
Oh,
I do have a world of all the like the existing pieces. It has screenshots of the new set as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm most excited for the new facet that's going to be in there that everyone can always have access to, and it can give them quality information. It's like I feel like that's going to evolve over time to being almost like you have a mentor with you always, just like a little guide booklet that can help you and uh, give you the info that you need.
what Nix is referring to is the help tab that will be in your dashboard. Okay, let me make sure I didn't accidentally make this a public world like last time. There we go. Invite and invite. They are now both invited. There isn't too much left to do in here other than the panels themselves, which will be a much larger task to do. That'll definitely need some other team members' help for that one. Hello.
Hello, I see a Nexavolley is going to be added here. Excellent.
Yep. When I get the chance, I'll be poking Drace about that.
so green.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
I just realized there's another note that I gotta add to this world.
Oh, I can spam it. I can spam it. Let's go.
You can randomize it.
Okay, I guess this is my new avatar. Let's go.
had to collect.
Randomize editor. How do I look? Do I look good?
I'll take I'll get this guy.
That's is that a guy? I don't think that's a guy. I mean, I guess it could be these days. You know, I can't.
There we go.
I'm a creature on the internet. Look, I have eyes. I got eyes. I can see you.
Feels so strange where this kind of a character. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you filed your taxes? The deadline
Yes.
was yesterday.
Matter
You
of
look like
fact,
the
live in
person that
America.
you look like the person that would be filing my taxes, and I look like the person that would have forgotten to done my taxes right now.
So as you can see, the avatar gazebo is great if you need to do some impromptu roleplay and you don't have enough avatars perfectly, you know?
yeah.
But do I go now? Give me a prompt. Give me a prompt.
Uh. Uh. I I don't know. What about chat? I realize I should spawn chat in here. I do have chat.
Right. So I cannot think. Ask everyone else. We're fine to think with that. Are we just gonna say the prompt that we picked last time?
Well, I can't put that on me. Wait, I can't press the button. Or can I?
This one?
Wrong button?
Uh.
Left, right? Oh, maybe it's a permissions thing.
Wait. You should.
No, I think we found a bug.
What's going
You
on
come
here?
in here next and you break it immediately by
Well,
shuffling it too hard.
It's
that's
working
what
all
I'm
right.
good at. That's what I'm good at.
Are you trying to click
Oh,
the?
no, we're trying to click the button to slide
These
it around.
arrows appear.
Oh.
I broke it. Sorry.
I'm putting
Add
a
another
GitHub issue.
note.
GitHub issue. Next one was in session and nothing works anymore.
Every time. It just happens. That's because
Actually,
I bang stuff around and I shake it about. That's why it just explodes.
turning it off and back on doesn't work either.
Well, we're out of troubleshooting options now.
What did you even do?
I gotta agree with you. You know, I was telling my
Oh,
buddy
wow.
that the other day too. They didn't believe me.
Oh.
You know, I think I will save it broken so that we can figure out what happened and prevent it from being broken again.
Well, I did do the spam click, so I clicked on
Like the
the
UIX bug.
Yeah. Which I mean, you could just turn that off. You don't really have to be like. But hey, that's why it's good to have testers. We love
Yep.
testing.
Mm.
The informational panels.
Yep.
Avatars.
I got a little seat here. Ooh. I'm comfy. Yeah.
Oh, we got a sundial now.
Yeah, figured it's a
We
good
always
place
had a
to put
sundial.
the sun gun so that people can adjust the sky time, like day or night.
I feel
Sundials
like
are
I'm
very
Thanos with
cool.
this thing. Snap my finger.
There we go. I got Twitch chat in here.
That's
I do
such a good
have
idea.
Twitch chat
And
in.
then it actually destroys the world. Everybody gets good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
True statement.
So yeah.
Accessories.
This is pretty much how far we've gotten with this world.
There's another area.
I like the
Don't
lighting
forget
here.
about that one.
Remember the old Avatar that had super bright lighting?
And like a giant mirror that like folds up from the ground.
Great place to build an avatar, unless you needed alternate lighting. You need like a studio setup where you can change the lights. But I mean, you got the sun gun, so problem solved. We did it.
Yeah.
You did it. Mostly you did it. I didn't do anything, but we did it.
Good job, our team.
Yeah. For those that aren't like familiar with this map, it's pretty much going to be one of the worlds that you'll be able to travel to from the tutorial world directly by selecting like different locations from panel. And you go through the teleporter, and you can either go to here, your cloud home, or hosted sessions that people are having within Resonite that are open. And it has like this large area here with selection of avatars, information
Nice. I can
panels
spread my
that'll
wings.
tell you where to find avatars and how to equip them, which will pretty much be a duplicate of the help tab, because you can have facets within world, like the actual world, not just your dashboard. And as well as one extra area over there. We probably won't have the tutorial for this right away, but it's going to be a tutorial of how to build an avatar from the ground up. Like bringing in the assets, the models, the textures, and setting up each component or system that you'd want, whether it be dynamic bones, eye or face tracking, things like, say you want different options within your radio menu, and several different things here and there. The ins and outs.
Yeah. Have like a step-by-step process just so then people understand how it is, and also if they come into any issues that they might come and pop up, because there's sometimes to where there's a lot of our mentors and veteran users that are inside here that I know see these types of issues, and then people can have those be there to let the public know.
Mm-hmm.
So they can make their character and be cool, like
Smart.
Decoy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Me.
They're so cool. Look at how cool they look.
We will add a button into this world that says release the birds, and it lets me into your session, and I will make your avatar, or at least help you make your avatar. That's what the button does. It also lets other mentors in here, but you know,
It'll be green.
can it be purple or bird?
Yeah.
Okay, you can
it'll-
have a green mentor button, and then next to that, there's a big red button that says "Release the birds," and it pings me.
No, it will have a thing on your avatar, so it'll just automatically teleport you there. So you have no choice. It'll just pull you there
I'll just
entirely.
get zapped into this instance.
Those things exist. They exist.
Many things exist in Resonite.
But yeah, overall, I think that that's going to be a great area for over here. Plus, the little mirrors that are right here, so you can actually see the avatar once you have it equipped.
Yep.
It's very nice.
One of the things that we have to think about when updating this stuff is with this world and the tutorial world, it's easier to update it. And with the cloud home is the only exception, is every time we update a cloud home, people are stuck with their own versions of a cloud home that are
Right.
like previous versions of it, and we don't want to delete other people's stuff or break other people's things, so they would have to manually update it. But new users will have that new cloud home. Once that new cloud home is updated, I'll definitely post a announcement in the Discord that, hey, this new one's updated, optimizations, new features. You want to change it? Here's
So
how.
with the optimizations that you've done so far with it, is it pretty noticeable? There's some
Definitely
noticeable ones?
noticeable with like not only its organization but also like memory-wise less, because we've compressed things that we can, whether it be textures or materials. Like these floor textures are not like two different types of materials. So it's just like using the same textures as, say, like this railing right here. So, yeah.
That sounds
Deduplicating
excellent then for
things.
cloud home.
Yeah. All the plants are using one material or one texture at least. What? Oh, okay. I thought I misplaced a tree. Okay.
Oh, no, that's just Dave. He's a little special, but we love him.
You named the tree.
All trees are special in their own special way.
It's
And
also
Saying you're
purple.
gonna
is
name
one
every
of
tree
them.
that you see. You're gonna
Yes.
name every single tree that you
I
see.
know every single tree.
Okay, what's the name of that tree right there?
The one on the left or right?
Dean.
Left. Dean. The tree. Are there any trees that are named with a T and start with a T? Is there a tree named Tree? Have you ever thought about that one? Maybe
There
I'm just
definitely
naming all
is.
the trees Tree.
Tree. There's tree 2. There's tree
Tree 7?
A. There is. I have heard of tree 7. I've never seen tree 7. I've heard of legends of tree 7.
Actually, I think
There are
internally.
people meowing in your chat and saying good evening, Fizzy. Good evening to you.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the art team office hours. We are joining here by two guests, Nexalin and Decoy.
Greetings.
I'm here to meow. Here to respond to your meows. Meow. You're welcome.
My brain is slightly
the dork.
mush.
True. These are true statements. I'm also a geek. The Legend of Tree 7. Sure shit. Yes.
So we got Tree 2, Tree 3, and Tree 1.
I told you, see? You know them.
Dang it. But
Dave's
there's no Tree
in there.
7. Tree
Well,
7 is elusive.
like I said, it might be an urban legend kind of thing. People say they've seen Tree 7, yet when you ask them where, they're like, "Oh, it's in Ohio," but in Ohio, nobody. So we don't know. We
Decoy,
just
I
don't
will
know.
make sure, as an Easter egg, if anyone has ever seen this stream, that before the worlds get published, we'll have a Tree 7, right?
I have an idea.
Somewhere.
You can't say it
Good.
out loud like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's going to be in here. It could be anywhere. But there will be a Tree
Could be.
7.
Imagine Tree 7 could be inside Tree 2. You never know.
In the tree, part of the tree, in the tree. Okay.
And if you find the tree starts to grow arms and attacks you. You know, it'll be okay. Our IDs are expanding.
That sounds terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm sure that will really keep our new users here.
Oh yeah.
When they get traumatized by tree. I remember I went to Resonite and a tree attacked me.
They got tree SCPs in there. We got.
It's like that scene from The Lord of the Rings.
Gosh. Playing Voices of the Void too much. There are moving trees in that game. I swear.
So anything more to show with the avatar area?
Too much. Rather just different notes that are scattered about, but I am going to open up the tutorial world.
Tutorial world. Tutorial time.
Let's open up.
That's your favorite word, isn't it, Decoy? Tutorial?
Video tutorial.
No, Decoy's favorite word is bird. That's your favorite word.
That is very true. That's true.
Bird.
Bird.
Alrighty, here we are. Let's bring in our guests. There we go. And bring in chat. Even with all the shenanigans, folks, feel free to ask questions about Resonite itself or creating stuff for it. This is an AMA stream as well, too, at the heart of it.
Tutorial time. Oh my gosh. The music.
No,
Oh my gosh.
We're not in the tutorial. We're in the local world.
Don't
Yeah.
don't save anything. Hold on. Is this my local space? Are we about to break local space?
I don't know. There we go.
Oh, it's so bright.
Here we go.
The music's different now.
Beginning of a whole new world. The sun is shining. The birds are literally singing.
FL Studio.
Yeah, gotcha.
We have the power of Yamaha and Roland inside my head. The voices. They inspire me to do this tutorial. Feeling sick? No, I've only just begun. I'm ready.
Camera's
The journey
acting weird.
begins.
There we go. Still
Press
quite
this
a
button to bring the platform to you. I'm going to assume the platform is not brought to me yet. We'll buff it out.
See, all those trees are saying, "Hey, yeah, look at you! You're
The trees are
in
clapping.
Resonite! Yay!" Yeah, they're clapping.
Dave, I missed you. The cinematic opening is definitely awe-inspiring. I feel like I'm about to go on the wildest adventure.
The next iteration of like the tutorial will be more of like a narrative experience as well. And if people don't want to kind
I
of
see
go
that
through it,
we've
they'll be able
added
to.
the option to where you can show for scaling it.
Yep.
I like that. That's
There's
brilliant to add.
definitely
Grab
notes to add on to what we have right now.
and slide. Oh, it's even got a thing you can see. Like that. Actually
Yeah.
shows up when you get near the end of it. You can look at the moon. There is no other video game that lets you look at the moon. Only in Resonite, look at the moon.
That's an island.
Moon looks a little bit different now too.
So let me zoom out.
Oh,
here.
it's got a ring. It's got a ring over. I got it. I got you. It's a show. Deploy your laser with the trigger button and grab the moon. Huh. Okay,
There
let
it
me grab the
is.
moon. That's cool. You even have the little tutorial banner over on the moon. That's nice.
I think we'll need to change the sun direction a little bit so that the moon is a little more visible.
Yeah, more visible for the moon. I think that's a great idea. Just
I think it was just moved because we were adjusting and working on adding different effects for nighttime as well.
oh,
And
love to see.
speaking of,
It also visually looks so much better with the sun going down after that update that got pushed to the transition. It just is a lot more smooth instead of it being flashes.
yes, the reflection
So what
probes.
additions have you made? I see that we got some the dragonflies have been here before,
Yes,
right?
they've been
Yeah.
updated in the cloud home though. They'll be brought into here. They have like more effects with like the turbulence and like particle trails.
Ooh, particle. Yeah, those are gonna be exciting to see.
Yeah.
All the new particle tricks we can do.
I see
Definitely
that the
lots of
teleporter has been thrown to the side.
that actually is still in a process of being replaced, like the models of it. The main structure itself still needs to be replaced because it's all baked together as like one mesh.
I would also even say on the wording on this one, I really like what it says. I would even say though, thanks for stopping in and giving Resonite a try instead of us a try.
Oh.
I'd probably be like good for a small tweak.
Yeah.
Change.
Probably even see what else we can do to reward it.
Yeah. That, and I already know when I bring new people inside of here and they walk past and they're like, "That's too much text. I'm gone." I'm just like,
Well,
okay.
the next thing will kind of be pretty much in the way, whereas the next thing that will be brought up is a panel that will teach users how to use their dashboard.
Yep, and that's the huge one. That is, I think, a thing that was lacked on into the start of the tutorial, and something that leaves users kind of like in the dark per se of not knowing what's going on or what to do, and that will definitely help them out greatly.
There's too many features. Stop building more features. I can't keep up.
No more
It's too
features
powerful. What am I gonna do with
and
all this
more
power?
education. New sound effects for the.
I might change the soundtrack for this one as well, because when you have the portal like turning on and all that, it kind of overshadows like the music instruments that I use in vocals. So I think I'll change it to something that's more audible.
Yeah, I heard it pretty clearly. It wasn't that bad. It was kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially, I'm taking like the models and materials from here onto there. Because this also has colliders on it for the walking sounds, like footstep sounds. It's already been set up to be uh, made for it. So that when we make the sounds, we could just plug in the sounds into the world and it will automatically be ready to have footstep sounds in the world.
Sweet.
Like all the pieces have been set up with that. Just you don't hear it right now because we don't have it set up right now. Or the object that has it. But I can bring up the world, all the little different little or large pieces that we've been going through and refurbishing. So if I go into here and open this up, uh, there we go. I thought I was gonna lock up for a second there, but seems not. Definitely I need to update some pieces in this set, since we've updated even more things since then. Especially with some new features that Frooks is working on.
Oh yes, the asset world.
Grid World Plus.
I remember
Sometimes you
these.
do need a grid world.
Yeah. Right here is
I love this
the
color outline.
new set that Rave has been working on. Literally over 6,000 pieces just in like basic structure pieces.
That's crazy. But hey, with the snapping of that, I mean, I can imagine people are going to be building some really wild stuff.
Oh yes.
It's like our version of Minecraft. Uh, you know, build up, make some really cool buildings.
Yeah.
Honestly, just the concept that alone, just the more and more assets that are there, it's just like people are just going to be able to just do on full world creation just with the assets provided to them, especially when it's a grid snap. Because I remember back in the past just making stuff, and people still, even to this day, they make a lot of their own worlds and their own stuff utilizing those assets and making something unique and different out of them.
There is a question that I missed when I was swapping between worlds. Qualitorium asks, does Resonite have any canonical musical / audio leitmotifs? Technically, yes. There's like 2 of them so far. And you kind of heard like one of them. And within the some of the streams in the beginning, I throw in some of the soundtracks that I've been working on for like the waiting music or the BRB music.
Oh. So decoy, out of those trees over there, which one would be tree number 7?
I haven't personally gotten to know them yet, so I wouldn't tell just by looking. Can't tell a tree's name by just looking at them.
Oh right, that would be vegetationist.
Oh my gosh, did someone change the footstep sounds to be the music? Oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's perfect. Just keep it that way. That's definitely gonna keep people wanting to be just eerie piano-esque music.
wonderful. Yeah. This is Resonite's the game. Resonite's the game to be on when you're 3 o'clock in the morning. You can't sleep. Get on here. Stay awake because you can't sleep now.
3 a.m. There is a world that we worked on a couple years ago, and it was the meta movie, if you know about
Mhm.
that. The lab world, where you go through the different parts of the scientific laboratory or facility there. We swear it's freaking haunted. Like, there's either some weird audio glitch or something where it sounds like someone's mic turning on and off in the background, like
Oh,
behind you
okay.
with like the spatial audio, and it's just
I brought you a bouquet of your favorite tree. There you go. Just for you, decoy.
he's, he's very active today. I can see the leaves are very
You'd have to say this is
flourishing.
your favorite tree, though, now. Like, out of the trees that are there.
It is purple. I love purple. Love purple. Love trees. Huge fan of leaves. I don't know. I think I should give the other trees a chance, though. I don't want to choose
I
it
got
based.
you. I got you. I just figured it probably would
There's
be your
lots of trees
favorite tree.
there.
If there is the green tree, I mean, which there is,
there's
this one's
two of
probably
them.
my favorite. This one's my favorite. That's my favorite tree right there.
Didn't you have like a avatar that was a tree?
Why are you gonna remind me of that? Yes, I do have an avatar that's a tree.
Welcome to
Uh,
Resonite. What's your favorite vegetation?
uh, all these plants are actually in the essentials as well. For those wanting to know, they're within the Resonite assets folder.
okay,
There's like two
we're
versions.
doing this
One that
now.
has the eye.
Hi.
That's a throwback.
You're looking very
Mm-hmm.
healthy today, Nexulan. Have you been eating
Thank you.
salad?
Yep,
Healthy?
absolutely. Too much. You are what you eat.
Lots of fiber.
So that's reminding me of that video where the guy eats like sawdust and tries to put it inside the Rice Krispie treat, and they try to see how much they can get away with eating
Oh
sawdust before it starts
no.
not tasting like
What?
Rice Krispie treat. Yeah, that was a real video.
Oh no.
Apparently, it's around like 40% before you start really noticing that it's sawdust inside your Rice Krispie treat or something around that level.
That's one of those things you don't notice till it's too late.
Mm-hmm. Hey, good fiber. All right. And he was looking at the bucket and said, technically, it's not toxic. Like, technically, it won't fully kill you. So
Fully, yeah,
this is
fully,
not us
fully.
endorsing. This is not us endorsing eating sawdust. Do not eat sawdust.
And do
Consume sawdust.
do not do
I'm
not
gonna
the
say as a
sawdust.
tree during this whole stream now. What does my life come to?
It's a good look on you. I like it. It's green, nice, looks healthy.
Built-in
Yeah,
shade everywhere you
yeah.
go.
This is technically my
Hey,
avatar, right?
hmm?
So technically, this is my first avatar.
Your tree.
Yes, my first avatar in Second Life was a tree.
Well, that's where all life comes from. It checks out.
Mm-hmm. Also notice that Aegis has this world set that anybody can join.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it to. There we go.
Oops.
Set
Apologies.
the maximum users to 255. You will absolutely not regret setting your maximum users to 255.
Oh no. Did I?
I've done that, and the maximum amount of people that I had was, I think, that day, like 32 players, and yeah, that was everybody was complaining about a
There
lot.
was the stress test.
Yeah, I think the biggest stress test was the MMC when everybody went in for a picture. That was the biggest one.
So Where did chat go? There it is.
every Twitch streamer would be like, where's chat? We need to chat.
Because like I'm looking at it in
we're just along for the ride with you, Aegis. We're just here to vibe.
yeah, I just don't want to miss any like questions if there is any, but this
I'm just here to see the geniuses at work.
my mind is a little mush because I was like replacing those rocks and adding wigglers and wobblers so it kind of looks like it's floating around. So
The Weeble Wobble is very important. People don't understand that Weeble Wobble gets you very far in terms of, being immersed into the world. Just a little bit, you got to get that good amount of gotta get that good Weeble to Wobble ratio. That's really hard to find, especially nowadays in 2025. It's, economy's rough out
Yeah,
there.
you don't
You
want
gotta
your Weeble wobbles going like this. You don't want your Weeble wobbles like that.
I see.
Oh,
Now
wait.
you're ruining my immersion.
This is a
You're
good
too
Weeble
wobble.
wobble.
Too wobble.
Would this be a good Weeble wobble? Is that better?
It's a little better. Maybe you should leave the wobbling up to the professional. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't even have an axe. Although I wonder what an axe would look like in this art
No
style that
murdering
we're
on
working
stream.
on.
No tree murdering.
Not even to axe a question.
Consider it a cosmetic surgery.
Oh well, I do need to lose a few pounds. Get back to more youth again. Get off these rings. It's all old branch, anyways.
So what else is new in here besides the trees? I know mentioned something about the ivy. You have an ivy tool now?
Yes, I can actually bring out the prototype of it.
About to get
Your
real ivy
collider is in my
real ivy
way.
hours in here.
I will disable your collider. I disabled your collider.
Who, me?
Yes.
Sorry.
If I go to, where was it? Building tools? Ah, yes. There we go. So there's 2 building tools I've been working on restoring and updating because they were from the very early days of Resonite. One was this ivy tool, and the other one is a sort of a placement tool where you can like place objects around. There we go. This is what this one looks like right now. So if I, actually here's a good spot to showcase it. So you go by this edge here and click a few times.
Oh.
Cool. Magical.
It's nearing completion. I gotta do a couple of things, like when you're porting in the sky, it doesn't have the gizmo on the
Can you
end of
ivy
the
me?
tool.
Can you ivy me?
Apparently.
Finally,
Well,
my power grows.
there's some things that'll have to be done with this tool, but essentially it just makes
It's really
these
cool.
vines. What if I could
That's
bake them into a
pretty
mesh?
awesome.
But
I didn't know the ivy tool was that powerful. I thought it was just you draw ivies, but you straight ivying it up.
for the actual Cloud Home tutorial, I took definitely like quite a few of these, baked them together, and then drew a few more, baked them together into different chunks. And these are already in the essentials already. Ones with like flowing leaves and ones that are just static. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it so that it bakes these 2 brush strokes together. at least these two together, then people will be able to just kind of take these and group them together and make their own kind of groups of vines. I know a user by the name of Lucas Rowe made a tool that does something like this, but it grows in full on either trees or hanging vines from the ceiling.
Hmm.
The other tool I've been working on is this one. It's a placement tool.
That's so cool.
I can adjust the radius here. You can
Ooh.
also
Free
adjust
vegetation. That's
what kind of placement.
Great for mushrooms too.
Yep. I got like
Little
different
mushrooms that you just sprinkle around all over the place.
placement types.
Oh, ooh, yeah, definitely would be great for mushrooms.
Sphere,
How will
sphere
fairyland?
shell, square area, although I know this one's a little bit broken, but it's a tool where you can like adjust the size or area. And of course cube. I can
cube.
also make it be placed via my offhand, where I'm looking at with my head, or even my eye tracking, so I can look at you.
Are you saying you don't want to look at me? I understand.
Oh yeah, I got rid of your collider. That's why I can't paint. Although I can paint by looking at your hand.
Don't like what you see? Cover them with foliage.
There we go. And also just place a single one each time if I wanted to. Although I could also just delete it, all the different assets. There we go. They're all gone.
That's really cool. That's because I know a lot of people who like putting, random stuff on the floor to make it feel like a home, kind of like a grass, whatever. That's a really easy way to basically add a little bit of detail without having to import a bunch of, you know, modeling this thing one by one in Blender and then importing every single one and then placing them down.
Or
Now you
hand
just have it.
place
Now
it.
it's just straight up got a tool. I gotta make another tool video. Thanks, Aegis.
More tools.
More tools.
Did you make one on the Gaussian splat tool?
I did not yet. No, stop making. Stop, please. Can't keep up.
No.
I'll be sure. I'll be sure when there's a good amount of tools I can make. 'Cause the tools are really cool, and there's a lots of them, and they do all sorts of different things, and people don't use them because they either don't look at them or they're just like, well, I can make this really fast and this thing, and missing out on the easy way of doing things that are already done for you. And you literally just equip a tooltip, and then you're just like, bam, I got grass. I didn't have to go into Blender. I didn't have to leave Resonite at all. I didn't have to take my headset off.
Exactly.
Imagine the power.
I'm gonna have to redo a lot of the scripting on this one, but yeah,
Is that
it's
What?
is that you moving next? You're just like that tree is
Crack
just like
my neck.
swaying it
Crack my,
back.
it's on my,
If I
it's on my
must say so
head.
myself.
I should have set this thing onto my chest, but this was a head and hands character, so yeah, this is what I get.
There we go.
I'm bouncing.
I haven't set this to group in a while. There we go.
Group cam.
Group
So how
cam.
long do you usually do the streams for, Aegis?
Usually about an hour and a half. I don't. Oh, it is about an hour.
It is.
Yes, it is. It's more of a quieter week, but regardless, in regards to questions, but definitely enjoy the company.
Aw, absolutely. And love to see it and get to experience it with showing off to people and people that are watching.
Yeah.
It's good to see what's coming down the pipe. So I there's always so much stuff. Everyone on the Resonite team always makes so much stuff. It's hard to keep up with, and everything's so cool. I'm like, dang.
Yes, quite to the innovative things. Myself, I'm going to be actually making a video all for the Gaussian splat stuff, so that'll be a pretty fun one
Gaussian
to just,
splats.
yeah, Gaussian splats. Um, as well as showing off that excellent new tool, which I'm sure that you've seen that already, right, Decoy?
Which tool? Oh, the Gaussian tool, Gaussian splat
Yeah, the
tool.
Gaussian tool.
I
Uh
have
huh.
seen it.
Let's
I
see.
haven't with it yet. I gotta get off my lazy bird butt and Gaussian splat a thing to
We
throw in here.
You
grab
aren't
it and bring it
lazy,
in here.
Decoy. No, no one's lazy. They're just prioritizing the importance of the time. I love the sound effects on that.
We're going to be adding sounds to all the tools.
That is going to be so cool.
It also has haptic feedback as well, but I don't have it on right now to save on battery, as with any VR player these days.
Speaking of batteries, mine are almost dead.
Actually, mine
Yeah, it
are
is
about
late for the
halfway.
Decoy.
It's pretty much a good time to wrap up the stream then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you do your goodbye, and
Yes.
I'll just shake around like this violently.
We put into third person and set it to manual. I said set it to manual. There we go.
Manuel.
So that definitely was an interesting stream.
It was a
Thank you
good stream.
folks for joining in on the Our Team office hours. Every single Wednesday you can tune in to ask questions about creating stuff within Resonite or using Resonite as a tool to create things, or stuff about the platform itself or the team. Definitely welcome questions too. And the next streams are on Sunday, the moderation office hours with Git and Veer usually, as well as Frux's Resonance podcast, which is also on Sunday. Although I do think he's skipping this Sunday because he's off on a trip for vacation, so it'll probably be the week after this Sunday, but the moderation office hours will probably be then. As well as every Tuesday, Prime does his prime time on Discord for their office hours. And of course, us every Wednesday around time of 6 p.m. CST. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a good evening or morning, depending on where they are. And take care. Have a good day or night.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye,
good luck
everyone.
out there. Go splat some Gaussians.
Yes.